Welcome to Advanblack's YouTube channel. I'm Steve, the service technician for Advanblack, but some of you also may know me as Steve from Sik Baggers YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited to get my brand new Sik Bagger seat on the table for you to see. Now I designed this in collaboration with Advanblack specifically for you. Now over the past few years over on the Sik Bagger YouTube channel, I've had the opportunity to have a few custom seats made, and those can get expensive really quick. So when I went into designing this, I spent several months coming up with a lot of things that at the end of the day, I wanted in the seat. First thing I wanted to do was make sure we had high quality materials on the outside. The looks of the seat, it's a custom seat, so we wanted a custom look on the seat. I came up with the design on it, we came up with the materials that we wanted to use on the seat, and then we started adding those little custom touches to the seat. First thing I want to do is go over the base with you, because if you don't have a good base on your seat, it's just not going to be a good seat. We started with a thick reinforced base pan in this seat. You have to have a good quality pan to start a good seat. Now if we go to the inside of the seat, I wanted to make sure we started with a high density foam. That stuff absorbs a lot of road vibrations, but I wanted to top that off with our gel lab technology, and I didn't want it just in the driver's seat. So we've included the gel in the driver's seat and in the passenger seat. We moved to the outside of the seat, and this is where my design kind of started coming into play. I first sat down with a piece of paper and sketched out a bunch of different designs, and this is the one that we came up with. And then we had to pick the materials. Like I said, I wanted to use high quality, water resistant materials, but I also wanted to make it easy to maintain and clean. If you look at the seat closely, you'll see that we used our standard seat material to kind of border the seat here. And then if you look at the inlays on the top right here and then down the sides, it kind of comes down both sides. We've used a high quality synthetic suede material just to kind of break up just having a full seat in one material with some colored lines on it. And if we come in right here, you'll see we've added a perforated strip of material right down the middle. So what we've done is incorporated 3 different materials on the seat, but what this piece right here is going to do is add that breathability right down the center. No more sweaty rides, right? And of course we have our 4 added grommets right here at the top, and that's just going to add that extra custom look to the seat. So I also wanted to make sure that the nose of this seat is not too wide where it pushes your legs out and kind of lifts your feet up, but I wanted to make sure it was wide enough to use with the Advanblack stretch tank covers as well. You can see the street glide down here in front of me. We've got the blue stitching seat, and we've got that paired with the Advanblack stretch tank covers. No gaps down the sides, but not too wide where it's actually pushing your legs out, which ultimately lift your feet up. Now, because this is a collaboration between Sik Bagger and Advanblack, of course, we stamped it with both iconic logos. We got the Sik Bagger one on this side and the Advanblack one on this side. Of course, we got the heavy colored stitching throughout the seat, and you can get this seat in 4 different colors. You can get the orange stitching, the red stitching, the blue stitching, or the black stitching. Now this seat's going to provide a neutral riding position. It's not pushed back, it's not pushed forward, it's a neutral position. You may be more familiar with that neutral seating position just from your OEM stock seat. Generally, an OEM stock seat that comes on a motorcycle is going to give you a neutral seating position. So if you're used to that, you're absolutely going to love this seat. So check this out. Sitting on the bike, sitting in a neutral riding position, it should keep my shoulders square with my hips. What that's going to do is relieve a lot of tension and pressure on your upper back and your shoulders. If you're squatted way back on a bike and you're stretched out and you're having to lean forward for your grips, you're adding a ton of pressure right up here on your shoulder blades. And if you're pushed up closer to the tank, now you're adding that pressure to your lower back. So that's how you have to think about when you sit on a seat. Are you in a neutral position? Are you pushed back, or are you pushed forward? Now I'm 6 foot tall, but I'm a little bit short-legged, so I wanted to make sure that our sides stay trimmed in a little bit so we can always stay planted nice flat-footed when we roll up to a stop. So when we take off, we've got that neutral riding position that's going to keep our shoulders pretty square with our hips. So this seat isn't strictly designed for your stretched out bagger like that. This is a custom seat that can be used on just about any Harley touring motorcycle. As you can see right here, we got the 22 Road Glide ST Performance Bagger with the black stitching seat on there, and it looks equally as good on this bike as it does a stretched out bagger. We all know that we can take these baggers and take them 1,000 different directions in the build, so I wanted to make sure that this seat would look good not only on the stretched out baggers or the baggers with the stretch tank covers and extended bags, but also just something like this, a simple performance bagger build. So let me know in the comment section down below, what you think about this Sik Baggers new custom seat in collaboration with Advanblack. If you want to get your hands on one of these, the first 3 days after we drop this video, you'll have to go through an authorized dealer, but you can go through that authorized dealer and get early access to the seat. We only have a limited run on these, so if you want one, make sure to get one now. After the first 3 days, I'll come back and I'll put a link down in the description. It'll take you straight over to the website and you can get it from there. If you have any questions on these seats, please make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. Or like I said, just let me know down there what you think about the seat. I'm gonna get out of here and get myself back to work. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.